Good morning, guys, or good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is, whatever you're doing, whatever you're manifesting, creating. I hope you're having an amazing time doing it and just basking in abundance and feeling as good as you can and all that amazing stuff. It's been a little while since I've posted, but I'm back and I'm excited to talk about this today because asking it is given. It's something that if you're familiar with the law of attraction, you've probably heard this. And if you're familiar with Abraham Hicks, as I'm sure most of you probably are, you've heard of asking it is given before. And I don't know about you guys, but when I started my law of attraction journey, I just thought that it was if you asked, you would receive it. And I would get frustrated because I'd have lists. I'd be asking. I'd ask until I couldn't think or talk or write anymore, and I didn't understand why the stuff I was asking for wasn't being given to me. But I missed a very key part of asking it is given. So I wanted to kind of talk about it today, talk about the art of allowing, and because it's an important thing to make sure that you understand when it comes to manifesting. So asking it is given. When you ask for something, which we're always doing, whether we're conscious of it or not, when you're going through your life, you are constantly asking. So you don't have to be writing it down. You don't have to be meditating on it. You don't have to be like shouting it from the rooftops. You're always asking on a vibrational level. And when you do this, you shoot out your rockets of desire and you are creating it in a sense on a vibrational level. The second you think about it, the second you get the idea, it has been created on a vibrational level. And there is a version of you that is experiencing it as you think this, which is really awesome. So if you guys are familiar with my idea of timelines and parallel realities, I'll go into it a little bit so it kind of makes sense. But the way that I look at time, I don't, because time doesn't exist. But the idea is that we're in this bubble of time, right? Time of creation. And you can either move forward or backwards, up, down, diagonally. You're going to move all around the bubble all the time. You're constantly shifting. And it depends on what vibration you're at to where you are in that bubble of creation of all the different realities that could play out in this lifetime, in another lifetime, in all of your lifetimes. So it's all happening at once, but it's just where your vibration's at that you are going to experience what you experience. So it's like what you're aligned with. Hopefully that makes sense. And so when you get the idea, it's kind of like instead of you creating it, you're kind of tuning into something that's already been created. So yes, you are creating it in a sense, but you're also realizing something that already exists. So the things that you want are already there. And that's why asking it is given, like it's already a vibrational certainty. It's already out there. It's already happening. The way you get to what you want, the way you receive what you are asking for is by aligning with it, is by getting into the same vibrational frequency of what you are asking for. So like when you are going, like say you have a nasty customer or something, you get in an argument with someone at work who it's just a bad experience. You are already going to be asking for relief from this. You're going to be asking for nicer people to work with. Even if you're not doing it like consciously, on a subconscious level, you are saying like, I don't want this. I want to be working with uplifting people. I want to work with people who I can have great conversation with. I want to work with people who are easy to work with, who are fun to work with, who make me feel really good. And you are doing this, again, whether you are conscious of it or not. And oftentimes, when we are going through that contrast in the moment, we get pissed off, we get angry, and our momentum has already started rolling downhill. And when we continue to focus on that situation, when we talk about it, when we say, I hate this person, or I get the worst people, you're creating that still. And odds are, because you have such a strong momentum going, you're going to be aligning with that a little more strongly than you would be aligning with really, really nice people. So when you're in that experience, when you're in those moments, do your best to just let go. bad connection, but I'm back. I think it like glitched out for 1 second, but that's okay. Anyway, so you want to be aligning with the best feeling things. And obviously when you're in the moment, it's really, really hard to get off that vibration, to get off that feeling of, I feel really bad, I feel really crappy, I don't feel respected, but you want to do what you can to kind of shift away from that and shift into anything that'll feel better. Also, when you come from the feeling of need, I need this person in my life, I need this money so I can pay rent, I need it. When you are saying that, you are telling the universe you do not have it. When you are saying, I need something, when you are operating from, I need it, you are operating from lack. You are operating from, this does not exist in my world. That's what you are aligning with, and that's what the universe is going to continue to deliver to you. So when you're in that place, especially money-wise, I could really use this money. Something that I will remind myself when I'm starting to feel that money lack is that money is always coming to me. Like I have a paycheck. I find money a lot. I'm always having clients come in. Like money is a mindset. And when you love money and when you appreciate money and when you get excited about money, when you remind yourself that it is constantly flowing to you and that it's something that you deserve, it will continue to flow. So hopefully if anyone has any like money issues, that helps them a little bit. I don't really have money issues. I never did. I was afraid of being poor my entire youth. And then I eventually was like, no, I'm always going to be taken care of. And it was just something that I knew in my heart, and it felt so good to think that way. So that's kind of what I've been operating from. So yeah, that's why I think that I don't really have the money issues. Anyway, you don't want to be operating from need. You don't want to be operating from if I don't have this, my life will be shit. If you do that, it's going to be a lot harder for you to align with that thing that you're asking for. So it's not really, I mean, I guess it is kind of asking for it, but you don't want to be like asking for it, because when you ask, well, no, you're always asking for things. Like I said, we're always asking for things, but you don't want to say like, can I have this? Like, no, you can have what you want. So make sure you remember, as you're asking yourself or asking the universe, you're giving yourself permission to have it. That's key. You can have the really nice people in your life. You can have the relationship. You can have that really awesome job. You can have all the money. You can have all of it. Remind yourself of that all the time. So now I want to get into the art of allowing. Like I was saying earlier, like when you're dealing with a difficult person, it can be hard, but sometimes you just gotta like let it go and remind yourself that everybody's operating, everybody in your reality, you can't control them. You can't control your lover, you can't control your dad, you can't control the guy who came in and like said some nasty things to you and then left. Like you can't control these people. And when we get out of that like feeling of needing to control those people, needing to control the circumstances, when you move out of that and when you just kind of let it flow, things move better for you. It takes practice. It is not the easiest thing in the world. I was the queen of resistance, the queen of pushing back on stuff I didn't like, and when I tried to move out of it, it actually helped me a lot with like being like angry. Like I remember when I started this journey a couple years ago, I remember being at work and I kind of adopted the mindset of, it is what it is. Can't complain about it because what's that going to do? It's just going to make me more mad. And I realized then that when I would kind of like step back and allow people to be as they are and allow like, you know, the stuff that's happening to come in and to flow and to move, it's a lot easier to get through it. It's a lot easier to get the work done. It's a lot easier to move from that negative person to the next positive person because like I work with people all day, and when you move out of trying to like control the people and you just work on trying to control yourself, you feel so much better. And it's in that allowing that you find things will unfold a lot more positively for you. The things that you want to have will unfold a lot faster for you, which is awesome. Like who doesn't love that? So yeah, what I would do when I started to get really stressed out, or when I would see other people start to get stressed out, I would say, well, we can only do what we can do. And this is like in work specifically, because that's where I always felt the most resistance and where I would always push back the most. So I would say like, well, it is what it is. And for a while I said it, but I didn't truly feel it. And I kept working on it. And I was like, no, it really is what it is. Like, I can't control the work that's coming in. I can't control if we get busy. I can't control if people love the quality of our work and keep coming back. And so yeah, you can't control these things. You just have to let them, you have to let them go. You have to let them flow. And when you do that, they move faster. They will move through your reality much faster, because you're not, when you push against something, what you resist persists. When you push against something, you're keeping it in your reality. When you talk about the people you don't like, you're keeping them in your reality. You're keeping those things that you don't like active. And you're going to create more of them, because you're saying, this is how it is. And the universe is saying, yeah, this is how it is. Here you go. So if you want to say, I'm awesome, I meet the best people, the universe says, yes, here you go. You want to stay in like that kind of vibration and allow things to just kind of move around you, and just stay kind of centered in yourself and control how you're feeling. That's first and foremost. When it comes to law of attraction, when it comes to creating your reality, it's not selfish to put yourself first. It's not selfish to talk yourself up. And I think that today a lot of people get stuck on that, and a lot of people will think that that might be like narcissistic or conceited, but guys, if you are not talking yourself up, if you are not supporting yourself, if you do not feel like you are worthy of your dreams, you're not going to get there. Other people won't do it for you. You'll find that when you get into that place of really supporting yourself and really loving yourself and owning who you are, other people will too. It's going to be reflected back, because we attract what we are, not what we want. And another thing you want to notice about yourself when you go through your day is, am I reacting or am I responding? So we react all the time. It's kind of it's like when we're on autopilot. So for me at work, I have to make sure I'm not always reacting, and instead I'm responding. When you respond, you are taking what's happening and you are going to respond to it in how you choose to, not how you're used to. Again, this takes practice. You're kind of going to like want to change your mind around and adopt new ideas and new thoughts. And like, it takes time if you're not used to this, like allowing and like consciously kind of paying attention to what you feel and creating better things. So you don't want to like react on autopilot. You want to, okay, here's my example. Again, at work, I'm resisting like a job because I feel like there's not enough time. And it's my reaction to be like, can't do it. And I'll say that, and I know that I have to do it anyway. So there's really no point in me being like, I can't do it, because it's just creating so much, it's only creating it for me. Like, it's creating so much stress and so much anxiety when I know I can do it. And instead of reacting in that way that I'm used to, and like getting angry and feeling frustrated, I will instead be like, all right, I guess I do really good work. I'm happy these people are coming to us. Like, the time always finds itself. I always have enough time to get the work done. And when I start responding from a place of like my higher self and knowing that things are going to work out and knowing that things are going to unfold in the perfect way, instead of reacting to what I'm used to, because I'm very used to reacting to not having enough time. And as I move out of this whole like time isn't really real and we're just always shifting and things are always going to work out, it's gotten a lot easier. So yeah, you want to make sure you're not reacting, but you are responding. And being responsive is being mindful. Think through what you're going to say. Think through how you're going to respond. And is it coming from a place of pushing back, or is it coming from a place of expanding your heart, expanding your mind, expanding your experience? That's what you want to be asking yourself. I am a very fast talker. I am a very quick responder. Like, I'm always like trying to talk like right away. Well, not like not over people, but you know what I mean. So I have to make sure like I slow down and that I'm actually responding to what's happening around me instead of like reacting and just letting it be the same every single day. When you react, you're keeping things the same. And you don't like living the same day over and over again might be kind of fun for a little while, but like after a while, you're gonna get bored and you're gonna want to create new things, and that's why not living on autopilot is a really good idea. So yeah, that is what I have today. And I'm really excited for everyone who has said hi on this. Hello to everybody. Thank you all for your nice words and encouragement and all that stuff. I love talking about this stuff. And today's idea just kind of like flew into my mind, and I was like, oh, I have an idea for a live. Yay! So yeah. Hopefully this video has helped you, inspired you, made you feel a little more powerful, helped you feel like you can consciously create a little bit better. If you have questions, let me know. If you have ideas for another topic you want me to cover, definitely let me know, because you guys give me the best ideas always, for real. So give me your ideas for new topics. Let me know what you're creating for yourself. Let me know what you're manifesting, and have an amazing day. Bask in the abundance and create the very best things for yourself. I love you guys. Love and light.